Okay, so now I have my MonkeyPod tree going in the ground. I dug the hole. This is pretty much gonna be right where the level is. There's some wood chips on the top of this pot too. So this is a good depth. I already pitchforked the bottom there, so I loosened up the dirt a lot. It's a fairly square hole. Some edges, could define those edges a little bit more. And it's about 2 times as wide as the pot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start mixing up some soil down in the bottom there, and I'm gonna get it planted. I've had this thing now for about 2 weeks, which is, it's actually looking not that good compared to when I got it from Seamus. And I gotta make sure this does not die. This tree is amazing, super epic, amazing, beautiful tree. Just search for MonkeyPod. It has edible pods that are kind of similar to carob pods. I've heard that they taste kind of like Raisin Bran. And very excited about this tree. And obviously Bogart likes the hole. So, how you doing, baby? What are you doing down there? I'm about to fill it in with dirt, honey. She likes little spaces. But over here, I have some stuff. This is for the top. This is a little bit of Jay Behringer's Aztec Gold. It's just on the top. You don't put this in the mix. I have some Garden Time potting soil that I'm gonna mix with some native dirt that I took out of this hole. And I have my pile of native dirt over there. And then I'm also gonna add some worm castings and some Seamus soil. Worm castings here, some Worm Gold Plus, and I have Seamus soil right there. So I'm gonna get to mixing. So here's some azomite rock dust, the A to Z of minerals including trace elements, and then I have some Seamus Green Life mycorrhiza. Throw a little bit of mycorrhiza. I'm gonna add a little bit of worm castings to the mix here first, only a little, and add the rest to the top. Now I'm gonna add some native soil from the hole. All right, now the final thing I'm gonna add in is some Seamus soil to give it some good drainage. A little bit more rock dust, some more mycorrhiza. It really is best to build your soil mixture when you're planting, because you could just get one thing, but you know, why not add a handful of other things that the tree's gonna love, you know? Okay. Oh yeah. Now this is probably the best soil mix I've ever done, because adding with the Seamus soil at the top really gives it that extra boost. Draining capacity plus water retention, both in one. I'm just gonna kind of scar up the sides here. And then hit that bottom a little bit more. Give it some nice places for those roots to grab in the ground. So it's not a circle hole. Worst thing you want is a circle hole in clay, because the roots could get bound up like a clay pot. So there we go. Now we're gonna hit the bottom some more. All right, now I got the hole. I'm gonna start adding in some of the food and the soil. I'm gonna get to planting this MonkeyPod tree. Just mixing this in at the bottom. Give it a nice base layer. Add some more mycorrhiza. And some more rock dust. I'm going to test the height of this tree. I put a lot of wood chips on here for the soil level. All right, that's it right there. And that looks perfect. So now we're gonna get this out of the pot, put it in the ground. Make sure it's oriented properly too. Right now, I don't want to do that. So I think I'm gonna have to sacrifice this pot, cut it off. This MonkeyPod tree is worth me sacrificing this pot. The weight of this tree and the weight of the soil is too heavy for me to lift this tree out of the pot by the tree. So this is when you have to cut the pot off. Put it in the pot, cut the pot off. You still have to cut around the bottom there, and then you pull the pot out and it's already placed. It's the safest thing to do when you buy an expensive tree. Yeah, because if you're like me, I like to reuse my pots. Every single pot I get, I like to, especially the big ones I like. So I don't like cutting pots off, but I'm doing it for the trees, not the pots. So that's why I'm doing it. Now, gently position it how I want it, just like that. There it is. Okay, try not to disturb the roots too much, but if you gotta shake up the edges here, that's okay. I'm gonna backfill this with the rest of the soil. I'm gonna add some more Seamus soil, more mycorrhiza, more rock dust, keep layering it in there, and then top it with some Aztec gold and worm castings. MonkeyPod trees are native to Hawaii, so they are used to volcanic soil. They're used to a lot of rocks in the soil, a lot of sand. So rock dust helps mimic that. It adds over 90 minerals and trace elements to the soil that the tree can absorb, make healthier fruit and grow stronger. Seamus soil has lava rock in it and a few other cool things. So the Seamus soil also adds a little bit of that Hawaii back to this tree. And then some more mycorrhiza. Which is a beneficial fungus. Another layer of worm castings here. Now I'm going to top it with some Aztec gold from Jay Behringer. And be careful with Aztec gold because it does have manure in it. So just, it could burn trees if you put too much of it. But it's okay, it's good for the top. And that's good right there. So now I'm gonna get down here and just mix everything in. And it created a natural little berm right around this tree here. It's all gonna be covered in wood chips anyway, and it's in a sunken basin. So it's gonna get a lot of good water retention here. And it's gonna drain well too because it's a big hole. If I wanna be thorough, there's two more steps. Watering, and then creating a fish emulsion, humic acid, seaweed, and chelated iron root feeding mixture, and give it a dose right up front. Some nice food to start making all these bugs work. Once this fills up and soaks down through, I'm gonna put the wood chips back on top, and that's when I'll do a good root feeding. So, hope you enjoyed this video on the MonkeyPod tree. I can't wait to show you this in the next couple years, because these trees are epic. If this settles a little bit more than I wanted it to, I could add a little bit more
potting soil around the top here. Just kind of give it a little bit more to work with. Once this water drains through, I might do that. So look, this is a nice big basin holding a lot of water. I got my bubbler right here. Right there is the bubbler. We'll see how long it takes to drain this hole. All right, so it looks like it drained pretty darn good, pretty quickly, so that's a good sign. So what I'm gonna do now, it actually looks like it's pretty much at a nice level. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at this level. I'm gonna add some more rock dust, some more worm castings, and then we're gonna put some mulch on top and give it a good liquid feeding with some good tasting nutrients. My MonkeyPod tree is now in the ground. Last step is to do a little bit of pruning and to feed it with the fish, iron, seaweed, and humic acid. So we need 4 ingredients: humic acid, fish emulsion, shake them up. I got all these on Amazon. Liquid kelp and chelated iron. So we want to mix just 1 capful of each of these ingredients in this bucket. Just a splash. That's like a capful. Same with fish. Kelp. And humic acid. We're gonna fill this bucket up with water. Mix it up real good in there when you're filling it up. Now, if everything I did makes it too complicated for you to plant a tree, then just plant a tree. But if you can do everything I just said and showed you, your trees are gonna do really, really well and they're gonna be happy. All right, so now it's full. And we're just gonna pour this all around the base, right into the wood chips. So it'll inoculate the ground right here for all the life. And now we just give it a little more of a water in. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching this video. It's also getting dark again today. If you like it, give me a big green thumbs up. Share this video with the world. Comment below what you are planting in your yard right now and how you're planting it. And if you have any cool tips and tricks to make something grow really, really well. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's already subscribed to me. It means the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell icon so you know when I post next. And I also want to say thank you so much to all my Patreons out there. It really means the world to me that you guys support me. If you want to support me on Patreon, go to patreon.com/developawesomeskills and help me plant more trees and bring you more videos on how I planted them. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, develop awesome skills. Love y'all.